Hey everyone, Chris here for Cosmic Rage. I just got back from AnimeFest, so how did it go, and what do I have coming up for September? Hey everybody, Chris here for Cosmic Rage, and yeah, as I said, I just got back from AnimeFest, which was fantastic. It was my second year being down there, and I had a chance to present panels again this year. So my panel that I did was on just kind of an introduction to animation, going over some of the principles and foundational elements, and also going over various resources, books, websites, things like that, programs. Just a really high-level view of kind of what you can do if you want to get started in animation. And the panel went off really, really well. The room was packed. We had people standing in the back. So I definitely feel that there's more work I can do on those panels to kind of get in front of people and have conversations with them about animation, and to not only give them an introduction to it, but hopefully be able to help them a little bit more with kind of personal elements, probably more so along the lines of education, because that seems to be kind of where I get most of the questions on that panel, is more in the production where it's almost like one-on-one type stuff. So definitely have some refining to do on that panel. Like I said, it was only the second time that I gave it, so I might try and push that more into maybe a full-length workshop, like what they do have at AnimeFest. They have these really awesome workshops where people will do some on digital painting, graphic design, different programs. So the last couple of years I've been there, I don't think they've had anything in terms of animation there. So I would definitely be interested in seeing if I can come up with something for that for next year. So outside of myself and the panels that went really well, I attended quite a few panels on. Well, let me back up a second. First off, one of the big things I like about AnimeFest is that they get a lot of industry professionals, whether they're working in the anime industry, whether they're on maybe more the US side where they're doing the dubbing or voiceover. So it's a lot more arts focused, which is great because I can go to panels where writers are talking about writing for anime. Talking about the challenges of writing for a show 10 or 12 years ago that's getting like a refresh now. Those things are great to hear because you get to hear about that artist's personal journey with that specific brand, those characters, that property over that period of time. But one of my favorite things this year was going to all the panels regarding this film and the creative staff. This is a film called Napping Princess, which I didn't get the chance to see when I was down there, but I checked out almost every panel that I could that talked about the creative side of it, the production side, and the challenges of them. The challenges of the film since they went into more of a digital workflow on it, and they had a panel specifically designed to that and how they pushed a lot of the artists into tablets and different software. And I use the word push as I mean like pushing the envelope forward, not forcing them and chaining them to a desk to do it and stuff. But they just talked about some of the challenges for digital production on the film, which was very interesting. So it was definitely worth going to. And like I said, that's one of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing about going to AnimeFest, is hearing about different workflows among studios and creatives and bigger productions and stuff. So, okay, so AnimeFest is great. If you guys have a chance, you should definitely go to it. Like I said, it's in Dallas, Texas. It's right off the freeway at, I think it's the Sheraton Hotel. It has a gorgeous layout. The staff has always been great. And I also really dig the food trucks too, so those are awesome. So I just kind of want to move on beyond AnimeFest, since it's been a little while since I have given a video update. I just kind of want to talk about what's going on Cosmic Rage, kind of on the backside. So right now, I got a little sidetracked this past week. I picked up a freelance project, and the reason I did that is because I have my license for Cinema 4D is renewing at the end of August, so I need to get that updated, and then I might check out another animation program. So I got a little, like I said, got a little sidetracked this week, but it's not for no reason or lack of interest, that's for sure. So this week, I'm working on finishing up my animation tests using Photoshop and the AnimeFest extension for doing frame-by-frame animation in Photoshop. If you guys saw the other video that I did where I kind of started using it for Henry Barone's traditional animation class, that's going to be finishing up. I'm going to finish up that exercise, and then of course I will get a final out, and so you guys can kind of see my work. But in regards to that, after that, I did watch the lesson for the second exercise in that class, and I do think I might try out another animation program on it, just to kind of see the difference, just kind of compare and contrast Photoshop, which I'm doing on the first exercise, to a program called TV Paint, which is one that has been making a little bit of noise recently with not only like the staff from Napping Princess, which is the software that they used, but also from Aaron Blaze. A Disney animator has been talking about it. I think he's been doing some creative videos on it and just kind of understanding the workflow and the interface. So I might give that one a shot on the second one, just to see how that goes. And of course, I want to share what I find with those with you guys, in case you are looking for a traditional animation program that's maybe outside of an older version of Flash, or what's now called Animate. So yeah, so that's what I got going on for the rest of the week. I also have an animation meetup tonight. I'm going to be going over some animation stuff with just some local animators. We're going to be talking about some 3D lighting, and we're also going to be talking about some rigging stuff. Just kind of an educational kind of meetup. And then later this week, I'll also be checking in with a local kind of film writing meetup group. This is kind of a little group where we meet up, talk about our work, what we are just kind of working on, and just kind of make sure that we're all working on stuff, and just kind of provide some extra eyes to bounce things off of. So this is the group that I got some really good feedback on episode 2's script for Cosmic Rage. So yeah, so that wraps it up for this production update, and I look forward to talking to you guys again soon, and thank you so much for checking out the video. If you're new, feel free to subscribe, because I really, really, really look forward to bringing you guys along on the journey for episode 2. So take care.